Hi everyone, and welcome to TWF Power or Might. I, Jonathan Coachman, with Mike today, and with Wade Barrett. And today on Power or Might, we want to wish everyone a happy Easter. And anyway, the ongoing saga and tale that's been going on is about, about Paulie Dangerously and his team of Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Austin Theory, and Brock Lesnar all getting beat by the same mermaid, and not even a full week, Jonathan Coachman says. You got that right, Mike today said it happened on Thursday Night Impact or Hit, Friday Night SmackDown, and it most likely it happened on Dynamite or Might, happened on Thursday Night Impact. It happened on Friday Night SmackDown, and it happened yesterday on Collision or Hit. So most likely it will happen here today on Power or Might, Jonathan Coachman says. I'm going to tell you something right now. I don't know how Sola is doing this. She's only a doll. Yeah, a doll from Five and Below. And I don't know how she is doing it. I don't know how she is, beating all these wrestlers. How she's beating all the Paulie Dangerously's, followers. And no one quite understands it either, to tell you the truth. I don't. But somehow she's done it. And I don't know if it's out of luck, or out of some mermaid witchcraft, or spellcraft, or, whatever it is, or whatever it is, but somehow she has done it. But I do know one thing, everyone's luck, runs out. And sooner or later, that will happen to Sola, the Five and Below mermaid toy. Well, you could be right about that, Jonathan Coachman. You could be right about that, Wade Barrett. That could happen, That Sola, like Solier, Sola could lose sooner or later. There had never been no man or woman that had gone unbeaten their whole time. No wrestler or fighter that has gone beaten for their whole time in the toy wrestling gathering. Wade Barrett. Well, here he comes now in the ring. Ladies and lords, my name is Paulie Dangerously, and I am the overseer for Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Austin Theory, and Brock Lesnar. Let me tell you something right now. I believe that I, Paulie Dangerously, I don't know how Solia, a mermaid toy from Five Below that was made by RMS Interland, has beat Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Austin Theory, and Brock Lesnar. I do not know how this has happened. And someone had a lot of wit to write on one of the films. I believe it was yesterday on Collision or Hit, and says, Solia is like Bill Goldberg because she's already beaten 3 wrestlers. Let me tell you something. That is only luck, and Solia will lose sooner or later. I will make it happen. Well, He can keep on running his mouth off all he wants, Jonathan Coachman says, but Solia is right behind him, and she will not beat. And I can tell you that when Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Austin Theories, and Brock Lesnar meet her again, they will beat her. They will. Yes, go on, Paulie Dangerously. Go on. Tell everyone about how it was luck. Tell everyone that there's no way that I could have beat all of your wrestlers in 1 week. Yes, it can't be true. No way that Bill Goldberg and Brock Lesnar and Bobby Lashley ever went on an unbeaten streak. Or even Silverback Ryback. God forbid that those was luck, right? And let's see, what did happen to Bill Goldberg's? And when did he lose? He got stun-gunned, and that's how he ended up losing to Kevin Nash. How did Brock Lesnar lose, Paulie Dangerously? You shifted on him, and that's how he lost the Big Show. How did Bobby Lashley lose? Well, let's be earnest about it. Bobby Lashley did lose, but I forget how he lost. So, go on and tell everyone about how it was luck that I beat the two-time AEW heavyweight fighter and two-time TWF heavyweight fighter Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Go and tell on it was luck that I beat the two-time WWE 4-1 rights fighter and one-time WWE tag team fighter Austin Theory and gouged in the boundary and gouged in the box winner. Go and tell how it was luck that I beat a former NAACW heavyweight fighter, a 3-time OVW tag team fighter, a 6-time WWE heavyweight fighter, a 3 or 4-time World Heavyweight fighter, 26 between offshoot, a former King of the Ring, 2-time Kingly Thunder winner, and yes, soon to be steaded in the W Hall of On look. So, yes, do tell me how I somehow do that. I don't know how you beat Maxwell Jacob Friedman, or Austin Theory, or Brock Lesnar. I don't know how you beat all of them. But I know it won't end well for you. You know what? This is where you know that I got you beat. Because I have never stopped learning. And I know that you can't beat Maxwell Jacob Friedman and Austin Theory by yourself. So, ding. Stand up, Austin Theory. Stand up. So today, you will be fighting in a handicap match. And I've already talked it out with Autolycus, the King of Thieves, the main wicker of the toy wrestling gathering. And you'll be fighting Maxwell Jacob Friedman and Austin Theory in a handicap match. And there's no way that you will win. Well, we'll have to see about that then. Well, here comes the fight keeper in the ring now, and Paulie Dangerously, but he hasn't been called Paulie Dangerously in years, but we still call him Paulie Dangerously. Well, anyway, Jonathan Coachman said Paulie Dangerously believes that there's no way that Solia knocks down Maxwell Jacob Friedman and knocks down Austin Theory. He believes she cannot beat two men at the same time. Jonathan Coachman says, and I'll tell you something else, Mike today says. She did bring up yesteryear about Bill Goldberg, Brock Lesnar, and Bobby Lashley that all went on in Silverback Ryback and all somehow ended up losing. Oh, Austin Theory goes Austin Theory goes down. Mike today said she did bring up how all those folks thought it was out of luck that they went to win the matches that they did, and how they ended up losing the way they did. Oh great, Wade Barrett says. Wonderful. She's a yesteryear learner. She learned that Bill Goldberg lost because he got stun-gunned, and that's how he lost to Kevin Nash, formerly Diesel. Yeah, she's a yesteryear learner, and that's how she learned that Brock Lesnar took his first loss in WWE at the hands of Big Show by Paulie Dangerously. The 8 downtown. And now Austin Theory and Maxwell Jacob Friedman both think they're going to beat her. She gets out of the way. Oh! And they both miss, Jonathan Coachman says. Both of them miss. Solia. Like solar power. Solia. Taken down. Maxwell Jacob Friedman. Austin Theory. And now they're both down. She got splashed right on top of both of them. It's over, Jonathan Coachman says. I know Paulie Dangerously's going to get irked and angered over this, Mike today says. 1, 2, 3. Ding, ding, ding. Here is your winner. Solara. Well, Solara has beat Austin Theory and Maxwell Jacob Friedman here today on Power and Might. So the whole handicap match thing did not happen. And I would like to know, how he's going to deal or how he's going to handle it. But I think we already know how he's going to deal with it. I guess the next thing he's going to do, sadly, is he's going to make it a 3-on-1 handicap match next. Because he feels that's the only way that his men can beat her. Mike today said, you got that right, Jonathan Coachman says. At the end of the day, that may be the only way his men can ever beat her. And Solia, the Fly Below Mermaid, made by RMS Interland, has made a mermaid that somehow, not even a full week into her run in a toy wrestling gathering, Come on! And she can somehow, some way, has already beaten 3 of Paulie Dangerously's hirelings, or underlings, or buyers, or whatever they are, Jonathan Coachman says. Alright, we're going to take it away now to Sarah Schaefer, or Shaver. Well, thank you, Jonathan Coachman and Mike today. I'm going to be talking with Solara here today on Power and Might. Alright, Solar. Alright, shit, stand up. Alright, Solia, or Solara. Somehow, some way, you have beaten Maxwell Jacob Friedman and Austin Theory. Now you've done it in a handicap match. Yes, I have done that, Sarah Shiver. And some folks out there are going to say that it was out of luck that I pulled it off. Some folks are going to say that my luck will run out, and yes, they could be true. But I don't see myself losing, I don't see myself getting stun-gunned like Brock, like Bill Goldberg did. And that was because WCW didn't really know a good way to end his beaten streak. I don't see myself getting stun-gunned like Bill Goldberg. I don't see myself getting shifted on like Brock Lesnar did, or whoever Bobby Lashley ended up losing. So, yeah, I did beat 3 of Paulie Dangerously's buyers, overlings, shoppers, whatever they are to him. He couldn't handle it, and he also believed that the handicap match would be the only way that he could truly beat me. But at the end of the day, it didn't work. Well, are you worried that Paulie Dangerously may raise the stakes on you? That you might seek yourself fighting Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Austin Theory, or Brock Lesnar? I've already beat all 3 of them, and I already beat these 2 in a handicap match today, Sarah. If he wants to raise the stakes on me, that's his own business. But at the end of the day, I don't know what the soon beholds. But I do know one thing. I'll be ready for it, whatever happens. Fuck. Okay, I hate this stand, I do. Well, alright, that was my talk with Solia. Back to you, Jonathan Coachman and Mike today. Well, thank you, Sarah Shiver, for talking with, Solia here today on Power and Might. And that's all the time we got it for Power and Might. Alright, Jonathan Coachman with Mike today and Wade Barrett. We hope you like Power and Might, and we'll see you tomorrow for Monday Night Raw, or Monday Night Raw.